Hate it when this happens. We are lagging again. I hate it. But I'm also too tired to put on another live. So I guess we'll just have to deal with this, guys. Sorry. Sorry for the lag. Also, my black dress is covered in Fred fur, so I'm just gonna be doing this for a while. Hello, Maine. Hello. Hello, welcome. I know it's Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday to me. I feel like very harried. This is what they mean when they said don't get a cat. I'm not doing any cooking tonight, guys. I have been in a whirlwind of like cooking every day for work. Yes, it is my Uniqlo dress. And I just don't have the energy or the fridge space to cook anything else for these lives. And I've also been eating only muffins and cheese and today fried eggplant for the past 2.5 days. So feeling great. Lots of carbs, no protein. So we're just combing my dress of cat fur. Aaron got this thing. Did you all know that OXO makes non-kitchen items? This is, you can't see, but it says OXO right here. I didn't know OXO made non-kitchen items. You go, OXO. Get that market. Corner every aspect of our lives with your products. It's working okay. I give it like a B plus. Maybe it's just because I have black, so it's really easy to see the fur, but it's not picking up everything. It's picking up like 70% of everything. So that's your product review. Ta-da! Product review. Yay! Yeah, I'm not sure we're at a low frame rate again. Why? Who knows? Ooh, cleaning your fridge. That sounds amazing. And, what was I saying? Oh yes, I've been eating only muffins for the past 2 days. I can show you what I've been making. Hi, Fred. Do you want to come up on the chair? I'll give you a treat if you sit. Can you sit? Can you sit? Sit, bud. Up top. I need you to go up. Up here. Good job. Good job, buddy. Yes. There you go. Bye. What a cutie. What a cutie. What a cutie. Did you finish it already? Jesus Christ. Did you never learn how to chew, mate? Never learned how to chew. Alright, cool. No props. Who needs to chew? So I've been making bran muffins, as you may recall from my last lives. I was asking everybody what they thought of bran muffins, and this was my trial one. Very flat, guys, but I love them actually. They were very tasty. Obviously they're fridge now, and so they're a little bit cold and dingusy looking, but not bad for a first try. That was our first batch. Really nice and sweet, a little bit moist, and all around pretty good, but I wanted a little more height, so I went ahead and retested, and we got ones with a little more height. Not too much more height, but they look a little more like presentable, I would say. A little bit of sugar on top, crunchy big sugars, And I like these a whole lot. And I think for the final recipe, I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons more butter just to make it slightly richer. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the result. And these will be a brown butter bran muffin. I've only seen bran muffin recipes that use oil for some reason. And I was like, why isn't anybody using butter for bran muffins? Why don't I try to use some butter for bran muffins? And I did, and they taste pretty good. So they're not gluten-free, I'm sorry. You know, wheat bran has a lot of gluten in it because it's part of the wheat grain itself. So bran muffins are not going to be gluten-free if they have actual bran in it. Hi Fred, what's up? I was also testing eggplant rollatini today, and very exciting news for me. I met up with one of you, a viewer who lives in the area, and I've been giving them some food that is overflowing out of my kitchen. And I haven't gotten murdered yet, and instead of getting murdered, I got like really nice gifts in exchange. I got some Bolivian tea, some coca tea, which is apparently illegal in certain parts of the US. Don't tell anybody. But thank you so much. And I also got another gift today, another kind of herb. Still working on my winks, but very, very cool. And I am so happy to be meeting some of you in real life and to feel like a human being again and to make connections with strangers who are really kind, friendly people. And it makes me feel really good. It kind of gives me the vibe that like we're going back to a trade and barter system without any currency attached to it. Shut up, Aaron. Just let me live my fantasy of the trade and barter history that we came from that never actually existed. Just let me have my fantasy.
Social economics was always based on systems of credit.
Shh. 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 You don't gotta be right all the time. Just let me have my fantasies. I gotta have my fantasies, you know? Who am I without fantasies? But on the way to meeting our friend for the food drop-off, I went to one of the supermarkets nearby, and they had a lot of these on sale for $1. I'm guessing they're past the expiration date. I could not find any expiration date on this jar, so I don't know how expired this is, but I mean, it's sugar, soybean oil, garlic, shallot, dried chili, tamarind juice, fish sauce, salt, dried shrimp. It's basically sugar, oil, and salt. And yes, oil can go rancid, but with this much sugar and salt in it, I feel like we're safe. And Aaron's gonna taste test this for us.
I'm only here because I was banned from Call of Duty.
He was banned from Call of Duty for having ACAB in his username.
Yep.
How funny is that?
Pretty funny.
Do you want to grab something to eat this with?
My hands.
No, thank you. I wonder if I can tear this without tearing the whole label off because it's like a solid piece of plastic. What's gonna happen if I... Oh.
Hey, you did it.
I did it! Yay! Look at me do it.
Sugar, soybean oil, garlic, shallot, dried chili, tamarind juice, fish sauce.
I just read the whole
Salt.
thing.
Dried shrimp.
Move
I'm reading
aside
it
so
for
we
myself.
can see Fred.
This is awesome.
Move aside so we can see Fred. Thank
All
you.
these sound good.
Hi, Fred. Hi, Aaron. Oh. Oh, hell fucking yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tilt it up without spilling it.
If you've ever had the Chinese barbecue sauce that they give you at the hot pot places,
Exo sauce?
What? No, it's not Exo.
It kind of smells like Exo.
It smells like the Chinese barbecue sauce that they give you at Hot Pot. Damn.
Yes.
Somebody help me out. What is sha cha? Is it sha cha? Yes, Eliza. Sha cha sauce. That's it. Is sha cha sauce XO sauce? I thought they were different.
I don't think they're the same, but they're similar.
You're blocking Fredo again.
I'm gonna just dip. I dip, you dip, we dip.
Why don't you put it on something? The flavor doesn't really come out unless...
No.
Can you do it closer to the camera then, please?
Okay.
Here, let the people see what it looks like. Pasty, oily, rich. It's like peanut butter. There's oil floating to the top of the container, and then it's very pasty. It's gonna be so fucking salty, dude.
Yum.
Do you like it? Is it good?
Ooh, okay. The chili hits like 5 seconds after the first. There's no chili, and then 5 seconds in, bam, chili.
Does it taste rancid at all?
A little bit because yeah. 'Cause-
Really?
Wait, what do you mean?
Rancid. Does it taste
Like
like
fishy?
it's expired? No,
No.
rancid means
It
expired.
tastes fishy.
Okay, so we got this on sale for $1 and it tastes perfectly fine.
I didn't say perfectly
my-
I said it tastes fishy, which is fine.
Isn't fishy the intended
Why don't
taste?
you taste it? Why don't you taste it?
I don't want
Jude?
to taste it.
I don't want to taste it.
I want to eat a pear.
I don't want to
You're
taste
being
it.
really fucking annoying, okay?
Me?
Yes, you.
Aaron?
Yes, Aaron.
I'm.
Do you want to put some on a muffin?
I wouldn't be annoyed.
Do you want to put some on a muffin?
No, I had 2 muffins today.
Hi, Fred. I don't have food for you, bud. I don't have food for you.
We aren't married, Claire, and we never will be.
Thank God. Have you seen us together?
Yes, everybody says we're in a toxic
Who
relationship.
would allow this official?
Yeah, we're in it. The internet says we're in a toxic relationship, guys. So obviously we'd never get married. That would be stupid.
Who would allow this to be official? Hey, Fred. I'm gonna eat some yogurt and pears. That's what I'm gonna eat.
Pairs of what?
Pears of your balls. Aaron. Sorry to any kids who are tuning in.
Is this a
what-
kid? Is June like the month a kid-friendly YouTube
No,
show?
absolutely fucking not. But I know that parents watch it with their kids, and I'm very sorry.
Why would you do that?
You watch this with your kids to show them what you don't want them to become in you know,
Yes.
grown-up times. But I hate to break it to you kids, when grown-ups grow up, they don't
This is what
actually...
you don't want to become.
Picky.
Never grow up
Picky
to be
kids.
this.
Do you want some pears? Do you want some pears of your balls?
No, it's just a week. It's just a week, Ben, Dylan.
Do you want some pears?
Pairs of balls. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll have one slice of.
You'll have one slice of pear.
Also, it's not an IP ban, it's an account ban. If it was an IP ban, that would be very easy. I would just turn on my VPN.
Maybe I'm in a better, I hear some of you are saying I'm in a better mood. Maybe I'm in a better mood because of the coca tea. I didn't really feel anything.
Oh, you had cocaine today.
I had cocaine today, guys. I didn't have cocaine today. Please don't arrest me.
It's literally the same thing.
Can cops arrest me for this?
I don't know. I don't think it's legal.
It's not legal in the US.
It's literally the same plant as cocaine. It's also the same psychoactive chemical. It's just way lower dose.
There you go. Haven't we all had coke?
A cola?
Well, if I do get arrested, guys, I say we end the war on drugs, but also please help bail me out. Or don't. I'll just live stream from prison, I guess. I don't know. Do they let you keep your phone in there? No, probably not. Never mind. I don't want to go to prison.
They had fun in Orange is the New Black. They had a good time.
Yes, Aaron really got banned from Call of Duty.
I really did. We're having ACAB in my clan tag. As my clan tag.
Yeah, it is like poppies. You know how when you eat poppy seeds, you show up positive on drug tests? Well, apparently if you drink coca tea, you show up positive on drug tests for cocaine. So,
Because it's cocaine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what else is legal?
I'm not saying it should be illegal. I'm saying I'm a legalize all drugs guy. I'm just saying that's why.
All drugs?
All drugs. Every drug. Legalize all of them.
Is there any drug we should not legalize?
You're asking me? What did I just say? What words did I just say?
I'm asking the people.
Okay. I've said this 10 times. My clan tag, which is the little thing you put in front of your name, was ACAB.
Nobody pays attention to you here.
No. I've never played Escape from Tarkov. Is that a battle royale? I've heard about it a lot. I've just, I only play COD because I play with my brother. Other than that, I don't play on my own. I play other video games on my own. So I'm not super into shooters.
What games does Aaron play?
Because I'm not very into shooters.
It's a very hot topic when you're gone.
I'm playing Dead Cells right now. It's really good.
What's that about?
It is a, it's sort of like it's a side-scrolling dungeon crawler roguelike.
Ooh, side-scrolly.
I'm saying words that June is not.
I know what a
don't choose.
side-scrolly is.
What's a dungeon crawler roguelike?
It's kind of like the 8-bit or the 10-bit, like, old arcade games where you see, like, Super Mario jump across the screen and it's, like, kind of like a little mazy transition. Side-scroller. You move laterally.
What's a roguelike?
Huh?
A roguelike.
A roguelike? That I don't know.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a game where you die permanently and reset your whole progress, except true roguelikes apparently have no progress, like you just have to start the game over. But most roguelikes these days, like Hades, I think people usually consider to be one. For example, you like get stuff during your runs, you get stuff that makes you stronger during later runs. It's really good. Dead Cells is good. I recommend it.
Okay.
Okay, that's my topic. And also, for a previous question, I can't. There will be no new username after this. Once your username banned in COD, you get permanently assigned a generic username, such as user 2715348219 or whatever. So that'll be my name. You're eating pears and yogurt.
Mhm.
Neat. June, your hair looks so pretty today.
Thank you. It's tucked inside my dress because I didn't want it touching the cat fur.
There you go. It's tucked inside her dress because she didn't want it touching the cat fur.
Which is all over my dress right now. I've never had watermelon and Greek yogurt, but pears and Greek yogurt and peach and Greek yogurt are one of my favorite combos. So good.
I will not be playing Fortnite, Chimchar. I have this tattoo. And this tattoo.
Hi Patrick. Bye
And
Patrick.
this tattoo. That's my only tattoos. None of them are new.
Patrick, you and Nalcor are in the same city. I got 2 fans in San Fran. What?
June has considered getting a stick and poke style tattoo. But she doesn't have any.
Yeah, it's like a big commitment. I don't know where on my body I want it, you know?
I do want more tattoos. I just... 2 things. I don't know where to go for them. This one was very special in Hong Kong by my favorite tattoo artist. But other than that, I don't have the ideas for designs. This was his idea, his design. I just let him do it. If I went back to Hong Kong, which I really want to because I love Hong Kong, I would just get this extended further up the arm.
For people who are overseas, ACAB stands for All Cops Are Bastards. It is basically a acronym calling for the complete elimination of police worldwide.
It's an old anarchist slogan.
When I drink coffee, it stimulates me so much that it brings on anxiety attacks, and I didn't experience any of that with coca leaves.
As the wife of a cop, I agree.
Damn. The ex-wife, I think. Maybe the
Oh,
actual letter got
E-wife.
dropped.
okay. Maybe she's the e-wife, like e-boy or e-girl, like an electronic wife. Ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Okay. I thought there was a new version of like e-boys and e-girls, e-wives.
Troylene, I think you owe it to all of us to eat that jerky and tell us what watermelon jerky tastes like. I would love to know. Hi, Fred.
I would not get an ACAB tattoo. I have an aversion to tattoos with overt meaning, whether it's political or otherwise. I don't like the meaning to be really obvious when looking at it because I think it's tacky. I also think words and letters themselves are tacky.
Aaron, can you help me pan down to show Fredo?
So I like geometric shapes.
You want my yogurt? People on the internet keep telling me that you're lactose intolerant. And you can't eat cream or cheese or yogurt or milk or anything that you love because you deserve to live a long, healthy life with none of the things that you love to eat, Fred. To which I say, live fast.
June, how about a Fred tattoo?
I don't want a fucking Fred tattoo. He's not dead. He's right here.
Why would he need to be dead?
You got yogurt on your nose.
I have a June tattoo and you're alive.
Hand me the tripod. The whole thing. Hi, Fred. You have yogurt on your nose. You have yogurt on your nose. You have it on your nose. Did you like that, buddy? You want a little more? Want a little more?
Never get a meaningful tattoo because the meaning will probably change. Well, you can, if the meaning's changing, that's fine. Like my wrist tattoo doesn't mean anything, it's just a fun design.
Yeah, we left Fred on the bed to sleep, but most of the time I end up accidentally kicking him and then I'll hear a little and then he'll jump off. And yes, Dylan, I do want that sleeve and that leg, but that's also just a lot of mental commitment and monetary commitment and a lot of like physical commitment in terms of pain. But I'm very non-committal when it comes to those things.
Google birds who look like rich divorcees. You will not be disappointed.
Oh my god.
Is Fred still on Flovent? Yes, and he probably will be for the rest of his little cat life. Although, they just processed our order for 240 doses of Flovent, the exact same medicine, from pharmapassport.com, which is a Canadian online pharmacy.
Sorry, Canada, for stripping you of your Flovent supply.
That was $60, right? Is that what I sent in the email? It was something like, let's say it was $60 for 240 doses.
And $10 shipping?
No, it was total 60. I
Oh,
think.
wow.
Yeah, because they couldn't do the 360, we got the 240 instead. I tried to get the 360. So we got 240 for $60 versus $340?
20.
$320
Plus tax.
plus tax. So $300 and let's say $60 for 120 doses.
Yep.
In America. I can't do the math on that, but there you go. That's the math.
It's like 12 times.
It's 12 times the price. Yes.
No, wait.
240 for 60 versus.
At least 10 times the price, I feel
It's like, help us out, nerds. Hit me up in the chat with that math. We're twinning because we're both wearing a black shirt.
Yeah, now that you guys mention it, I'm kind of worried about Dr. J too.
Why?
Remember the last time when Dr. J was on? She was like, I'm worried I have COVID, and she hasn't
Okay.
been on since then.
Well, I said she probably wouldn't die. I guess I was wrong.
Stop, Aaron! How do you always manage to say the wrong thing every time? Stop! Oh, you babe. How do I get... How would anyone ever think I could get married to this guy?
I'm marrying Fred anyways.
Fred's not marrying you. Look at him. He's smarter than I am.
Fred likes me more, we know that. He never
Uh-huh.
likes me.
Am I a bitch? Yeah. Is Aaron an asshole? Yeah. That's why we're together. But Fred is
That was
perfect.
almost a Kanye line.
Fred is perfect. Bye, Holly. Ava, I am under no obligation to get a tattoo just because Aaron got a June tattoo. You do what you do, and you don't do what anybody else does, and you also don't do things because you feel like you have to reciprocate anything. People choose their own decisions. Hi, Fred.
Is Fred gonna get a June tattoo?
Will you kiss me if I put yogurt on my mouth? Fred. Fred, will you kiss me if I put yogurt on my mouth? Wait. This is about to happen. This is about to happen.
Nope.
Fucking rejected. Fuck you too, Fred. Marrying nobody. Wow. That was rough.
June, have you been drinking? Well, she's been drinking something, folks. That's for sure. She's been drinking something.
I don't think we have rain today. It's kind of humid, but it's very chill. It's very cold. It's like 70s today, perfect weather, overcast. It was a great day for shooting, except I didn't shoot anything. Tomorrow will be 90, the day after tomorrow will be 90, and I will have to bake on both days and shoot. And it'll be partly cloudy, which is the worst time to shoot anything because you have the sun coming in, and the clouds coming in, and the sun coming in, and the clouds coming in. Yep, that's a tea. You want to compost that for me, please?
I don't want the evidence around.
What?
Never mind.
I like matcha.
Does the whole thing go in? How does this work for tea bags? For compost?
No staples.
There's no staples.
I usually just take the thread off and I keep the bag.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, we've gone IKEA shopping. We did that like 8 years ago. Look at Fred playing by himself. Good job, Fred. I'm proud of you, buddy.
You guys should not feel bad about turning AC on. That's fine. The world will not be saved by people choosing to not use AC.
So Rebecca, he loved his shoulder pad mouse. He was playing with it today, and then he played with it so hard he made it disappear. I looked for it underneath all of my shelves and bed, and I could not find it. So I have no idea where he hid it. So rest in peace. Rest in peace, shoulder pad.
You want an ice cube? Okay. Lick. What? You got all excited. He's like, I sniff the ice cube. I walk away.
If you guys have not tried pears and yogurt together, try it. Hello, Palm Springs. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thanks for covering. Yeah, I do feel bad, especially after was it you, Yoshi, who told us about Americans siphoning off Canada's drug supplies for our prescription needs, especially since we're.
It wasn't even for a human.
Oh.
We took it for a cat.
But I'm gonna make the argument. I mean, yes, it's cruel on an individual level to deprive a human being of drugs, but I also think in the grand scheme of things, animals are better than humans, so
They are.
suck it.
Yes. Animal lives matter more than humans.
But also, I'm very sorry for depriving your folks of their medicine. You guys just have your shit together better.
One asthmatic boy in Canada just died because of that order we did.
Sorry, Yoshi, it wasn't you. But it was someone else who alerted me that Americans like to buy Canadian drugs and then Canadians actually can't access those drugs because they're all sold out because Americans keep buying them.
June's favorite fruit she stole from me. It's my favorite.
What?
You stole your favorite fruit from me.
My new favorite fruit is fucking bananas, okay?
What? When did you switch?
I know I've said apples forever,
You're
but
gonna
it's bananas
You're
now.
gonna change back to apples when fall comes around.
I think bananas are underrated, and it's such a controversial take because nobody ever says my favorite fruits are bananas. And I'm like, but why? Everybody likes bananas. It's in every single fucking store. You have it for lunch, you have it for breakfast, you can even have 7 of it for dinner with peanut butter, which I've done on multiple occasions.
I've seen it. How come you like bananas with pea, but not apples with pea?
Texture, it's a texture thing.
Mm.
Apples are too watery for peanut butter.
He's knocking the doobly doo around. Guys, our cat's doing something. He's doing something. Look at him do something. Wow. Cats.
I'm so smart to have tied that shit. So that string that you see is actually a shred of my quilt that I've had since college. The whole quilt started de-seaming itself, and then I tried to sew it back together, but the fabric is just so old that it kept shredding. So I was just like, fuck it, let me just tear it open. So I kept that thread, and I looped it to this bally thing that Aaron bought for Fred that Fred never played with. But Fred really just likes things on strings. So I just strung it with some rubber band, and he loves it. Keeps him entertained while I'm busy. That's basically it, guys. I don't have anything else new in life. How's your life? Ooh, Nalco. An interview. How was it? Ooh, a new girlfriend. Yeah, I hate school too. Shut it down. Shut down all the schools. My tooth hasn't gotten fixed yet. Christina, is that a good thing? I feel like when that happens to me, I'm like, yes, I got my money's worth. I cried my butt out. Ooh, somebody's making mapo tofu. I love yogurt so much, guys. I love it. I do have to keep enough for my recipe.
assume you had Thin Mints?
I did today. Thank you.
Okay.
Therapy varies. Most therapists that are in network charge anywhere from 50 to 120 per session. Some even go up to 200, but that's like really high.
I have a question for your audience, the experts on the internet. Does this actually help with anxiety, or is this bullshit?
Magnesium?
Yeah, that's my question.
We got any doctors?
Or people who've done way too much research online.
Eliza was prescribed for it for migraines.
Migraines. Oh, not migraines.
Dale, I didn't have coffee, but I had something better. I also had it at like 11 a.m., so I'm not sure. It's been 11 hours.
Yeah, it's probably one off by now.
Somebody says it's in their anti-stress gummies.
Okay. Yes, it helps. Linda. Well, if Linda says it, then I believe her. Helps for sleep. Muscle spasms. Yes, it helps, but can cause the poops. I don't mind the poops. I'll poop. Everybody likes pooping. Weed helps anxiety. Not me. For me, weed creates anxiety. So I haven't smoked in a very long time. I was told inositol helped with anxiety. It seems to be working, but I haven't taken it for a super long time.
What is that?
I've never heard of that. Inositol. I'll Google it, Eliza. Mallory says magnesium is my favorite.
That sounds like a sugar.
I think it depends on the type of magnesium. Isn't magnesium like an element on the periodic table? How can there be different types of that? Lexapro for anxiety. Oh, Gail, if only.
Lauren, we're talking about all sorts of random shit. You know how it goes here. We don't have a topic. I just snack, you watch Fred, and then Aaron comes in and says something offensive and then leaves. It's a formula for success. KP girl, I know that cycle. It's like when you start doing something out of whack and it feels wrong, and then you just keep feeling worse about yourself and you just keep doing the wrong things because you're too tired to like jolt yourself out of it. Yes, feels very familiar. I've heard about ashwagandha, and I think Aaron used to have it, but I used to have kidney disease. Aaron says it didn't do shit for him. I also used to have kidney disease, and apparently it's not supposed to be taken by people who have kidney issues. Lexapro, I laughed at it, Gail, because it's a prescription drug and it's meant to treat anxiety on a very medical level, which is fine if you need it. But I think Aaron was just asking for like over-the-counter, cheap, affordable, accessible stuff. So it was not an expected response. Oh, I'm so sorry, Fred. Oh man, I leaned on you with my full force. I'm sorry, buddy. Why you gotta do that to me, cat? Why you gotta do that? Making me feel like bad human all the time. Aaron, what else should I eat? I'm gonna and dates. Yes, that sounds good, Fred, huh? Alright, we're going to feed Fred his last dinner because I just stepped on him and I should be getting ready to go to sleep too, I guess. So I will feed you, Fred. Yes, you got stepped on for a reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, meow meow. 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 Mhm. What is he saying? What is he saying when he meows at me? Is it, I'm so excited, I'm so thankful that you're feeding me? Or is it like, hurry up, bitch? I can't tell. What do we think it means? I'm working on it, bud. I'm working on it. I would like a thank you, maybe. Wow. Where do you want to stand? You want to stand there? Okay. Mom, I hope you're happy. See? Feeding him. He's being fed 6 times a day now. Y'all, I tried to put his water source away from the food and he still doesn't drink. And I put it in a tall glass jar. Filled to the tip top. So I think it's a good thing that I make all of this food into soup. Because that's the only reliable way for me to get food, for me to get water into the system. Why do I have hiccups? Oh God. Yep, I know about the fountain. It has been recommended. He doesn't like ice water. I tried to give him. I'm gonna eat a date. You want a date? No dates. You're not allowed to have dates, Fred. Yeah, Peanut butter would cure hiccups instantly. Alright. He doesn't drink from the tap either. He runs away when I turn the tap on. Ooh, Kelly, that sounds delicious. Yep. Weed killer is in everything now. Yum. Chompy chomps. If I had the yard space, I of course would have my own garden. That would make all my dreams come true. You done, Fred? There's one more lick left. Boy. My Asian mom would be so proud of you. Eats all of his food. Not a single bit wasted. Wonder boy. Right to lickin'. Would you like some water? Fresh New York City tap tastes better. Fred, tastes so much better than like bottled shit. You should be so thankful that you have access to New York City tap water. Okay? Tastes amazing. Yeah, I'm down for communes, gardens, alpacas, and all of it too. I don't play any video games, and if you ever saw me play a video game, my God, you would laugh your butt off all the way to heaven. I think our adverse reaction to the letters GMO maybe needs a little bit of rethinking. I also feel very conflicted about when things are labeled organic and people don't understand how expensive it is to get certified to be organic. A lot of small farmers can't afford to get USDA certified organic because it costs so much and the bureaucracy is real. So. Hi, Philippines. Yeah, I mean, Monsanto can go suck some slime off of Trump's shoe. Bye, Amy. Five A's, yes. I would love to go to your grandparents' orchard. And I don't know much about that, but I also know that, like, our way of farming monocultures is also ruining the soil. We're doing a lot of shit that's just not good for the earth, period. I'm sure GMO comes with pros and cons. I just feel like a lot of people have an instantaneous brain switch idea of like GMO is bad, but they don't quite know why. And I'm not defending all GMO things and saying that GMO is the way to go, but I'm also just saying that like maybe have more of a nuanced look into these things, you know? It's not all good or bad. So there is so little of our lifestyle and current structures that feel sustainable nowadays. And then we feel all this individual guilt for like someone said earlier, turning on the AC, and it's just like, well, our world is on fire. What do? You either melt or you contribute to the evils to stay alive a little bit longer, or hopefully you can work simultaneously to find an alternative to the current evils that feel a little more tenable. But not a lot of us still have the time and energy to even think about that because of the way the system is making us so tired all the time. I was thinking about how a lot of people come to this channel look like expecting and or looking for polished videos like you would run into on any other YouTube channel, more like the stuff that gets put on Delish. And I was thinking about how like I'm so tired from having a full-time job. There is no way I can put out that kind of video while I'm still full-time employed, even if I had the skills to do so. And it's just crazy how burnt out we are, and it's crazy how much we work despite not really needing to work that much. It's just it's kind of idiotic, honestly. But hi Fred, welcome back. Linda, what do you mean no farting? Farting is essential to my existence. Right, Fred? Right, Fred? He's wheezing right now. Probably can't hear it. Hey! I love you. I love you even though you sleep like 18 hours a day. You play with me for 20 seconds. You only meow at me when you want food or when you've pooped. But it's all worth it, you know, like once every 21 days you look at me with those cute darling eyes and that little fluffy furry face. Yep. Hi. Ow. Whoa. What's that hiss for, bud? Did you hear that? He hissed at me. Because I wanted to get some stranded fur off his back. What? You expect me to give you treats after that treatment? My God. The audacity. As the kids say, the audacity of this cat. And now he's back to playing on his own. He doesn't need me for shit. Bye, Rebecca. That is the most lazy playtime I've ever seen. You are a lazy lazy cat right now. Hi, Christina. I was in restaurants for 4.5 years. And then I just cooked random shit at home. Have a good time with homework, Ashley. Yes, Aaron. I miss the food in Chengdu too. Fred, I will follow you everywhere you go. You cannot escape me. You don't pay rent, so the most you can do is appear on live stream for like 10 minutes. Just bear with me, okay? The people want to see you. They want to look at your cute little mittens. I liked working at the restaurant in terms of the amount of experience that I got from it, but man, does it pay like shit? Is the emotional landscape of the entire industry toxic? Fuck yes. The hierarchy is frustrating from time to time. And did I mention that it pays shit? Yum, avocado toast. People take abuse like it's water in that industry. Aaron can tell you that I was stressed my entire restaurant life, which is also to say that I'm just a stressed person in general, but after working a whole day in restaurants, you either come home and cry, or you come home and stew in your own indignant anger. It's just, it's a crazy what I internalized as normal. Like, I would go 8 hours without peeing because my chef would be like, hey, our bathroom is, you can only access the bathroom because you have to take the way downstairs, upstairs, and then the guests can see you. So just try to not go to the bathroom for your entire shift while you're working the line. And I was like, okay. And we would like look at it as shameful behavior to have to go pee during service. And God forbid you need to pee during one of the 2 rushes, which happens around like 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Those are when like the orders just come in and there's just like dishes being barked everywhere, and you have to work garde manger, and then you have to swing to the fryer, and then you have to like yell back all the orders to make sure that you know that what you have to make, and you need to time yourself. It's just chaotic. It's so chaotic. And then you get paid fucking $10 an hour. And then you pay 30% taxes of that. And you don't get healthcare through work. I think when I was making that amount of money, I qualified for Medicaid because my income was so low. And thank God we had Obamacare back then, because I actually had decent healthcare making that shit money. So I worked at different restaurants. I worked at like fast casual ones. My favorite one was my first one, Court Street Grocers in New York. They have like 3 locations now. Fantastic people, lovely owners. The chef who I worked under while I was at Court Street Grocers is now in Oregon, and he runs a pizza joint called Nonavo Pizza. Nonavo, and it looks fantastic. I loved working for him. He's brilliant. He knows how to cook and he knows how to teach, which is not all chefs. A lot of chefs know how to cook, but they don't know how to teach, and that's when you get a lot of really bewildered cooks who then have to deal with the anger of the chefs when they don't get the chef's orders exactly right because the chefs didn't know how to teach them properly. Can you talk about what it was like to work at Roberta's? I'm assuming you mean the pizza place. I worked in the frozen pizza division of Roberta's for the most part. I worked some events. I worked an outdoor music festival called Pandora during a heat wave, one of the worst shifts imaginable. I was extremely dehydrated. It was an extremely long day. I got there at 8 a.m. I got home at 2:40 a.m. My ankle was so swollen I couldn't take off my socks without hurting, and I peed like once or twice the entire duration of that shift. The place itself, fine place, funny people, constantly rotating, high turnover like all restaurants, but Roberta's in general was huge. It was a huge operation. It had a huge staff. Pretty chill vibe. You can groove along to the other people working. You usually work your shift with like 3 to 4 other people, depending on the venue. Yes, Vicky, they are amazing sandwiches. I worked at Barbolanat, which is now no longer open. It was opened by Chef Inat Edmoni. She specializes in a lot of Middle Eastern food. Barbolanat was like a kind of new Israeli / Mediterranean vibe. Really great food. The executive chef at the time at Barbolanat was Hilary Sterling, who I believe is now head chef at Vic's, which is like a Italian joint. Maybe in NoHo area. I worked at Elan, which also shuttered. That's where I met pastry chef Diana Valenzuela, and she's amazingly talented. She's currently at Bread and Salt in Jersey City. They make fantastic pizza and baked goods. She's doing their dessert program right now, I believe. I also worked with her at Loring Place, which was my last restaurant before I quit the industry altogether. Ooh, tell your sister to eat at Fayol when she comes to Queens. Bye, Mirabelle. It's really hard staying in a restaurant, especially now after the pandemic, I think. It is really hard to justify why you would want to spend any amount of your life working in an industry that works you so hard and pays you so little. I would never want to open my own restaurant. No, never. I just don't know how you can make a living opening a restaurant and being a employer who treats staff the way they deserve and need to be treated. The entire industry is broken, the way that it functions, the way that it profits. It's just, and food in general as a business model is so stratified, and the class that is inherent in the food world boggles my mind. And I hate it. As with all things, it's so much about the branding and the marketing. And it's about catering to your crowd and your audience, as with all industries. But the class that is so visible in food makes me feel sad and lights me on an angry fire at the same time. I never felt comfortable enough or moneyed enough to eat at almost any of the place that I worked at. I mean, I would have eaten at Grocers, that's fine, fast casual. But like at any of the sit-down restaurants, I would have never felt comfortable eating there. I would probably sit there and think, okay, how many hours do I have to work post-tax to pay for this meal? That even if I don't order drinks with tax and tip, and you should tip 20% minimum, because front of house gets basically paid in tips. Like a single meal would cost at least a full day's worth of work for me, and it's just, I can't, in my head I couldn't do the math and be like, oh yes, I totally want to eat there. No, I don't want to eat there, not after I've like singed my hair off, gave myself 4 new cuts and burns, held my pee in for 8 hours, and like went into work sleep deprived and went back home like teetering on tears. Of course I'm not gonna. And then I have a chef who tells me to develop your palate as a cook, like to get better at your job, to improve, you need to go eat more. Yeah, I would love to go eat more. I would also love to make more money so I can eat more. So it's just, nothing makes sense, guys. Nothing makes sense. It's kind of like the people who grow your food can't even afford to eat the food. And how fucked up is that? That's really fucked up, and that's how our society runs. We don't know who make our food. We never really meet them, right? They just come to us in the supermarket already packaged, or they come to us on a plate delivered by people who are paid to smile at you, and you just don't know what kind of effort and misery went into what you're putting into your mouth. It's all very disembodied and decontextualized. And then you have fucking assholes who go out to eat and don't tip. Like, if you can't afford to tip, yes, tipping is a fucked culture in the States, but also if you can't afford to tip, maybe don't eat out. But I'm totally against the culture of tipping. I think everything should be plain, simple, printed on the menu, your final price, go. Just the way that I would like to see healthcare be. I want to see healthcare on a clean menu bill, and I want to know if I can afford the shit before I go into the doctor. Before I agree to take one pill that ended up costing me $30. That I didn't even need. Like, that would be nice, especially for people who actually have to count their dollars and see if they have enough money to feed their families, which is unfortunately a vast majority of people in this country. So, I don't know how we go about fixing this, but I think there is a reason why a lot of us feel very, 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 very blah and like shit at the same time. It's just so many things that we want to see changed, and so many things that we don't know how to change, and so many things standing in our way to change, and you encounter it every single step of your day. Seeing my employer be so anti-union and anti-worker grates me to no end, demoralizes me to no end, angers me to no end, and to know that this is the way that the society works, society runs on this, makes me feel really sick inside. So, no shade on my coworkers, we're all in the same boat, but man, the people in charge and the people handing out the paychecks and the people telling us on the one hand that we value you all and value your work so much, and at the same time telling us they don't give a shit about us, is cognitive dissonance to the max, and nobody has energy for that. I took my vitamins, thank you. Yeah, going into debt or bankruptcy because medical shit, because education shit. Why are they anti-union? Because unions mean more power to the workers and less power to management. And what is a business if they have to give up power? Why is Amazon so anti-union? I believe Everlane was anti-union too. Everlane, who prides itself on transparent labor practices and sourcing materials and all of that shit, laid off some of their workers when they were unionizing. So businesses are anti-union because it hurts their bottom line, it hurts their profit, it hurts their, big dick energy for grasping onto power, for being able to dictate what people do with their lives and how people do their work, even when they don't have a clear idea of how to put out good, valuable, meaningful work into the world. They will still try to hold on to the power to dictate every single move that you make because that's what they exist to do. That is the way that they've always known the world. That is the way they function and move around the world, is by manipulating other people to do their bidding. How much it would hurt their little egos to give up that. How much it would hurt their wallets to give up that. Even though they are probably not the ones who have to count their dollars to see if they can make it to next week's, rent that's due. Workers deserve better. Every single workplace should unionize. All the workers should gain more power over their work. Workers should have a say in what they do with their time and their labor. Because otherwise, we are just robots. We're not human. And unfortunately, the current power dynamic favors us to stay robots. Just keep churning. Just keep being your shiny little cogs. Yeah, it would be cool if companies were all employee owned. That would be great. That would be very not conducive to the current model of capitalism that we're holding on to without realizing that that is a knife blade that is slowly cutting and slicing our fingers off, and we're just gonna bleed ourselves dry in the end, and nobody fucking wins that game. You keep holding onto that knife though. I'm sure it feels real good. Oh man! Mon, how did you know that Fred just went to go poop? I think he is pooping right now. I hear the litter box. So observant. Just eyeballs. Eyeballs glued. Yeah, pink. Ooh. He definitely pooped. Pink unicorn. Yeah, that sounds like shit. That sounds like shit. There are so many problems that intersect, guys, and they just all combine into. Have you guys seen what is it? A Serious Man? Is it that Coen Brothers movie? I love that movie so much. I don't really like Coen Brothers movies for the most part, but I love A Serious Man. And life just feels like that sometimes. Just all the wrong shit. All the wrong shit keep happening. And you think it's getting better, and then it doesn't get better, and it just gets worse. And then the movie ends, and you're like, what? I won't spoil anything for you, but that movie has one of my favorite ever movie endings. Um, I gotta be honest, I didn't understand Burn After Reading. I was very confused, and my humor was not up to that level of dark comedy yet. So for me, watching Burn After Reading, I was just like, what is Brad Pitt doing? I hate his stupid face. I'm done with this movie. But maybe I need to rewatch it. I don't know. Brad, did you have a good poop? I don't know if he had a good poop. Yeah, procrastination baking. I sure do hope you don't ever have to pay American prices for your medication. Yes. Freddy, no, come back. Hello, Mr. Poopy Paws is right. He's re-pooping. Rostel, did you just pierce your ears? Because I can take out my earrings for a week and it wouldn't do that. But if you just pierced it, if it's been less than 3 months, yeah, it might grow back. That sucks. Alright guys, I'm pretty tired. It's past Aaron's bedtime, and I will leave you be. Linda, nothing's funny, and yet everything is funny at the same time. You must learn to laugh at your miseries, or else you will cry to death. Or you could just do that. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters in the end. Have a good night, everyone.